what you have in front of you now, we just did algebraic expressions. This should be writing, I want you to cross that word off and put equations. Because what word do you see in every one of these problems? Is. And is means what sign and what symbol? Equals. And when you see an equal sign, it's no longer an expression, it's an equation. And when you see have an equation, you end up solving for the unknown. So here's what I want you to look at. I gave you this sheet, so I want you to just look at this. I want you to write on this line, what do you think 6 more than twice x is? So what's twice x? What do you think that is? Twice means 2 times something. So what do you think, Kendall? 2x. So stop for a minute because I got to do this more than business, which is always one of those weird ones. So do you agree that this is 6 more than? What is 6 more than? Twice x. And then what does is 18 mean? Equals 18. Now, you know I'm not going to let you get away with cramming all that work on this tiny little sheet of paper. So you're going to go to this and you're going to write purple. Shouldn't spell for a minute. Side 1. Numbers 1 through, I only give you 15. Got it? So now let's go to number 1 and let's copy in the equation that you just translated. And now we use this space to solve it, right? So what do you always do first? You want to cancel out the constant. So I'm going to do what to both sides? This is a really good practice for us to do. Review. Minus 6. And that leaves me with what? It's almost like that, yep, that 2x just gets brought down. Remember how picky I was about you showing your steps? We're back to that. What's 18 minus 6? And then what's the opposite of multiplying an x by 2? And so your x is 6. Okay? Let's look at 6. I literally want you to translate it as it appears. So what does 29 is mean? It means good. It means 29 equals. Now let's look at what it equals, because that is kind of like the separator from one side of the equation to the other, right? 5 more than 6 times b. So it's 6b, right? But is it 6b plus 5 or 5 plus 6b? I want 5 more than 6, and I don't know why I use b. Let's do a capital. You usually see lowercase, but 6 in the b would look like 66, right? And so now I go to number 6 on my spot, and I move it, and I just kind of put what I just did, 6b plus 5, and then walking you through it, you subtract 5. So stay with me, guys. You'll have all hour tomorrow, and tonight, and tomorrow night. So this is 24 equals 6b. Don't go moving things around on me. You guys got screwed up on the inequalities when you started moving the a to the other side, and you shouldn't have. So if b is on the right, just keep it there. It's not going to hurt you. So this is divide both sides by 6. 24 divided by 6 is 4 equals b. And just leave it like that. Okay, is this okay so far? Yeah. X, yeah. Say that again. Yes, that's fine. Technically, yeah, it would work still. Okay. Let's go down to 13. When 5 is added to 4 times a number, The result is 17. So you know what? Does it say a number R or Y or P? You can use whichever one you want. But here's the thing. Don't give me a number. Don't say, oh, they said a number, I'm going to pick 8. It means any number, and what you write has to apply to whatever everybody chose. So it's got to be a generic number, which means X, right? So they really mean X. So when 5 is added to, see how I wrote that? Then I go back and say, what is it being added to? For X, for A, for whatever you want it to be. The result is 17. Literally, if you just stop and really just read that. So then you're going to go to 13. And when 5 is added to 4 times a number, the result is 17. And I'll just finish this one up for you. Like, you guys should be ready to do these in your sleep, right? So this leaves you with a 4A equals 12. Divide by 4. And A equals 3. Got it? Okay. So I would like you to flip that over. It's a horrible copy that I had to make it from a colored copy. So skip down to 10. So 5 times a number is 120. 5 times a number. Yep, 5x. 5x, 5a is 120. And what do I do here? Divide both sides. And then, but here's the thing. See how this says purple side 1, numbers 1 through 15? What are you going to write when you flip it over? Purple side 2, numbers 1 through 10. Oops. And so in spot 10, I'm going to write 5x equals 120, divide by 5. And so x is going to equal what? Think about that. 5 goes into 12 twice. And that leaves you with a 2 with a remainder of 0 or up. Pull that 0 down. Okay. All right. Let's see if there's any more on here. How about number 4? If 7 is subtracted from 6 times a number. Write down right now what you think that would be without me giving it to you. If 7 is subtracted from, so you're doing 4, 6 times a number. Now, there are quite a few people absent today, so I'm getting their paperwork ready for them. So if one of your friends is absent, maybe you can tell them their papers are up there and tell them what each paper is used for. Yes. Okay, so what do you got, Karina? So 7 is subtracted from 6 times a number. The result is 10. And then on space 4. Good? Okay. So